Greetings and welcome back to The Booth, the first and only podcast dedicated solely to WVU women's basketball. I'm Chad Adkins, and I have the extreme pleasure of being joined by the person that is called the glue of the West Virginia women's basketball team. The leading rebounder, this best all-around player, one of the best on WVU women's basketball, Kyah Watson, everybody. Oh, shoot, I'm Barry Spillman there. Yeah. And Shane Terrell's here, too. We're recording in the basement bar booth of Mario's Fishbowl Suncrest on University Avenue in Morgantown, West Virginia, home of the world-famous Fishbowl. There we go, little toes, Kyah. Yeah. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Before we begin, I'd like to give a shout-out to our title sponsor, Tri-County Electric. They specialize in electrical services for large-scale commercial, institutional, and industrial projects. As an electrical services contractor, they design and construct power distribution and data communication systems in diverse and complex environments, including healthcare, manufacturing, and biotech facilities. They also handle heavy industrial and hazardous locations in addition to private and public sector environments. Visit pinline.com/services/Tri-County Electric or call 724-887-9110 for more information.
Thank you, Tri-County.
Thank you, Tri-County. We appreciate you. We really do. And welcome, Kyah, to the booth. Now, all right, first thing out, happy birthday. It's like next week, right?
Yeah.
We're not allowed to ask how old ladies.
Whatever, she's so young, it doesn't matter. It's not offensive.
Oh,
yeah.
23.
Oh, shut
up.
up. 23. I'm going to be old. All right. You don't even know what a gray hair is. You haven't even seen one. Just wait till you see one of those. You're going to be freaking out. Now, we've seen you a couple times before then. I mean, out in public, especially here at the Fishbowl. And we got to ask, what's your favorite dish here?
I would say I usually get the Philly cheesesteak. That's my favorite.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday nights.
Yeah, it's a special. You get them on a special. I'm a wings guy. I can't help it.
Well, that's because you can't stand pickles.
Yeah.
It's not good.
We're not even going to go about my pickles conspiracy theory, but we won't. Yeah, mine is wings though. I'll just throw that in there. Now, you transferred here after your redshirt or freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Sophomore.
Well, you came here as a sophomore, but after your redshirt or freshman year, correct, at South Dakota State, right? You play...
Or USD, but yeah.
All right, University State. I'm sorry.
Correct you.
But that's fine. That's fine. You can correct me all you want, Kyah, because who knows what I'm
We got to get it right.
Yeah. But what did you know about West Virginia before you came here?
I'm not going to lie, not much.
Probably as much as we knew about South Dakota.
That's what I was about to say. Probably as much as people know about South Dakota. No, definitely new coming out here, seeing it for the first time.
Yeah.
Was it pretty flat out there where you're at?
No.
All right, you got the bad line?
I'm
all right, you're out west a little bit more.
City, so I got the Black Hills.
All right. So I'm not going to call you a flatlander, but now you're a hillbilly. You're actually, well, there ain't no guessing about it. You're going to hear all the jokes. I'm telling you.
So do you like West Virginia now? I mean,
kind of thrown on me.
Yeah. What's the most positive thing you've learned about West Virginia since you've been here?
I would say that the people here are great. I feel like that's my favorite part. Because everybody just loves everybody.
Yeah. And you got to get on Destiny too. I mean, she still hasn't had a pepperoni roll yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had a pepperoni?
I don't know. I don't think I've had a pepperoni.
Really? We got problem here.
All right.
We're
gonna have
Sneal try them.
All right, we're gonna have to set up a pepperoni roll buffet for you guys. That's what's gonna happen. No, I mean, you've been here. We're coming up on your third full year. Played a lot of games as a Mountaineer already.
Yes.
What do you think, if not maybe favorite game as a Mountaineer? Which game is like, oh, that was so awesome? You know, as a Mountaineer, which one was your favorite?
Um, I would say probably our win against Oklahoma last year.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was
It's
awesome.
fun. They're a good team. Obviously, they were ranked. So that's a good get a win against ranked team.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah. Well, now you guys are you're a ranked team. You know, like you said, you're gunning for that. How does that feel? I mean, how are you guys dealing as a team with that? These expectations that are happening this year. How is that working for you?
I would say that probably the ranking isn't something as like a team we necessarily focus on, but let's say expectations. We have a lot of expectations as a team.
Yeah, on yourself.
So I would say that's our main focus. Making sure.
So you don't really talk about it, but you know it's there.
Yeah, like we're aware of it, but no, not much.
Right.
Yeah, you're just keeping nose of the grindstone and getting your work done, correct?
Yeah.
But I mean, the work, I mean, what is it like being a student athlete in a Power Four conference? I mean, you were talking about, when we were trying to set this up, hey, I don't have no school, so maybe on Monday I can do it. I just have practice. I mean, but what does it look like for you, like Monday on in a normal day? I mean, the holidays are coming, but what does that look like? Like the day after, say, like a Tuesday night game, what does your Wednesday look like?
I would have class usually in the morning. They try and schedule all of our classes in the morning to work around practice. So I would have class in the morning. On a Wednesday specifically, I would have study hall before practice, then practice, wait, and then
But and then you do the whole same thing the next day.
Same thing the next day.
How many days a week are devoted to basketball for you? I mean, you have school, but I mean, how many days a week do you participate in basketball activities?
Probably like every day.
At some level,
Yeah.
Probably have like one off day a week.
Wow.
This week we got two. We had Saturday, Sunday off.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, but thank you for putting that much effort to represent us.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
How difficult is it? I mean, you all travel, quite a bit, and sometimes the road games are extended games. You might be there for 2 games. So how do you balance that not being able to go to class?
I mean, say like probably working ahead. I know that's what our academic advisor likes us to do, is kind of get things finished up, or at least have a conversation with our professors before we would actually leave to go on the road, but just trying to stay on top of it.
Yeah, because there's a couple of them, like you're going out to Arizona and Arizona State.
Yeah.
There's a couple of those where you're going to be guys are going to be gone for a little bit, away from the professors. Yeah, I couldn't imagine. I had enough trouble in college as it is without being halfway across the country half the time. I couldn't imagine.
Are you a plane sleeper? Sleep on the plane? Say, I can't sleep on a plane.
I can sleep anywhere.
Oh, yeah. You can catch up on sleep on your travel then.
Absolutely.
Huh?
Now, last year was Coach Kellogg's first year. Okay. And I mean, he brought in Jordan Harrison and he had Zaya. So they both knew his, everything that was going on, but everybody else on the team didn't know what was going on. And you guys, I mean, I'm sure that they really helped you guys figure things out. But this year, with almost like a whole team, do you see the new players figuring out the system quicker because the whole team knows it? I mean, how do you feel the new players are buying into the system, the Coach Kellogg system?
I think it's been going well so far. I think our first year when Kellogg did come in, like you said, Zaya and Jordan were the only people that kind of knew what he was doing previous, so we were all kind of learning it together. This year, having like more returners, I just think like it made it easier for us to kind of help them through that. And then having gone to Europe this summer, we had like real practices in the summer, so that was nice. Longer practices, kind of learn everything.
Yeah. But it's got to be a big difference for you guys. It just seemed different with the post players you guys got this year. I mean, it's shifting stuff up. I mean, we won't ask you any questions about this, but since Sydney Shaw couldn't play in the last game, you had JT starting. So, I mean, that seemed like it changed the entire dynamic when you guys walked up there and started with those five. Can you tell me the difference between Sydney Shaw and JT starting?
I would just say, like, probably with JT, we would look to try and get the ball inside more.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's been something that coach has been wanting us to do, kind of play through our posts even more. So, it's kind of nice for her to like be in there, kind of get more comfortable. But yeah, that's great.
You think back when you was a freshman, how difficult is it for her to come in to this next level?
Yeah,
I mean, there's
True
got to be a
freshman.
learning curve. It's got to be a big change, I guess. So.
Do you think she's ahead of the learning curve, though?
I think she's done a good job so far. I think she understands kind of like what we expect and need from her this year. So, we expect a lot from her. She's going to be big for us, especially in conference.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I'd say like so far she's done very well job.
Like I said, when we first started watching you guys was women's basketball was 2 years ago, your first year here. Okay. Can you talk to me about, because I can tell from we're 6 games in, the crowd from your 6 games in your first year to 6 games now, the difference. I mean, how is that? I mean, there are so many more people there now. We went to you guys on a whim and we were like, man, this is a great product. We love it. Started going. But 2 years ago at this time compared to today is insane. It's completely different. How much does that affect you guys?
I think as a team, we really appreciate like all the people that come out and support us. It's always nice to be at home, having the crowd behind you and cheering for you. Kind of, I'd say gives us like a one-up, I guess you could say, on an opposing team. But yeah, like you said, I feel like a lot more people are starting to come to our games now, and we hope to see even more.
Well, it's a great product, so everyone should come watch it.
That's right.
It's great. You pay attention to, is the crowd just sort of I don't know,
one big white noise, or can you hear us being loud and stupid?
For me, I would say for the most part, I can kind of tune it out. There'll be some people that I'll know in the crowd that I can like hear, kind of make me laugh. But for the most part, I guess I really want
But when Sweet Caroline comes on, you.
Yeah, well, what were you guys thinking when that came on?
I was laughing. I think we were in a timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind
like
of
you hear that and you laugh.
Smile back.
Yeah. And I gotta ask you, all right, this is the first time I've seen it. This is the last game. It was like a timeout, something you were ever talking to a ref and you're coming back to the chairs there on the court, all right? And one of the assistants hands you, it looks like a lotion bottle. Okay? And you put it, and then Jordan takes it. And I'm like, it can't be lotion.
No.
All right. There's a little bit of tack. Stick him.
Yeah.
All right.
Like a sticky grip for your hands, I guess.
All right.
Like that.
I was wondering. I was like, how is she hold on the basketball with Jergens on?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I just want to confirm I was not seeing things. All right. We were in all right. Coming up, I mean, you guys looked, I'm going to say this. Best game of the year so far was the Lafayette game. I'll tell you that. By far as a team, I think you guys look awesome there. You guys are heading down to the Gulf Coast shootout or whatever down in Fort Myers. I mean, you've got some smaller teams, but you guys have the opportunity to face the Texas Longhorns. I mean, what do you guys see? I mean, are you guys excited? I know Coach will say 1 game at a time, and you got to get through it, but still, it's got to you've got to think about it.
Hope you meet them.
Yeah,
definitely. I feel like we're all kind of hoping for that. Definitely, like you said, not looking past any games, but I think that trip will be good for us, kind of like to play on the road again. Last time we did that was Europe.
Yeah.
But, yeah, be on the road, kind of like a neutral port, see how we can play there. And then get that Texas matchup, hopefully.
Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait for that. What is it on? Flow Vision or something?
Flow hoops, if that's what
Is that what it's called?
I don't know that, but
I know. I tried to research it. I'm old and I don't understand electronics.
Figured it out, Chad. I think it's the same thing
You
that
didn't get on your TV. You had it on your laptop, and that was it, correct?
I think that might be right.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think it's the same thing when they played last year down in. Did y'all play away last
Puerto
year?
Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, it was on
I
that.
think
Yeah,
it's the same.
Yes,
same.
it's the same people. Yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, that's got to be exciting for you guys. I mean, and I'm telling you, you may not be born a hillbilly, but you've taken on the role pretty good. I'm telling you, we appreciate you representing us. Just as I've said, we're homegrown products. I've been following WVU athletics since I was 8 a long time ago, and you don't have to ask how long, but we both have. And we just appreciate, you guys doing what you're doing and all the work you put into this, because you're busting your tail, you're busting your tail. And for us,
Yeah.
I feel like it's for us, it's specifically for us. Just me and Shane. That's it. That's the only people you're doing it for. Yeah. That's it.
Well, one thing we didn't have anyone here to talk about, but we talked about your rebound.
No, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah. It went up at this point right now. Are you finished? You were the leading rebounder on the team last year. No, I mean obviously you are right now too.
By double.
Yeah, by double anybody else. But
you're keeping track. But
Not aware of that, yeah.
but it went up almost 3 rebounds a game. Was that something you've been working on in the off season specifically, or do you think it's you get some of the bigger players away from you because of the new help you have in the post, or is it a combination of both? I mean,
I would just say I think Coach Kellogg's made that point to us multiple times that we need to be better at rebounding, both offensive and defensive. So I guess maybe trying to put an emphasis on that in games.
You have just a good vision because a lot of times you're coming from like halfway across the court to grab a rebound. You do see you flying through the air. Do you just have good vision and anticipation of if they're not going to make the shot, where that's going to deflect and go?
I would like to say so, but sometimes I am wrong about where the rebound's going. But
Clearly, I jumped somewhere for no reason.
yeah,
a lot of times I'm just watching, and all of a sudden you come out of my frame of focus. Across, whoa, okay, she got the ball. All right, that's good. That's good. So, are there any shout outs you'd like to give to anybody out there?
Shout out to you guys for having me on here.
Ah,
Yeah, love it. They always come to our games, always cheering loud.
yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
Well, I'm glad you can't point us out because maybe you will be now because we
Get more attention.
Please don't. Please don't.
Will be a distraction.
Yeah. Once you start listening to us, you can't stop hearing us. That's the issue.
Laughing.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Kyah. We appreciate you coming on.
Thank you guys.
All right. Another big shout out to Kyah for coming in. That was awesome. First player. But I'd also like to give a shout out to our sponsor, Carpenter. Gosh darn, I did this last week.
You want me to do it?
No. Well, maybe I should. You do it, Shay. Go ahead.
I'll give a shout out to Carpenter Marty Transportation. They can perform traffic impact studies along with roadway and bridge improvements. Located out of Charleston, West Virginia. Visit cmttran.com or call 304.
No, that was wrong.
CMT, what did I say? No.
Say it again. Read it again.
From the beginning?
No, just visit CM Tran.
Visit cmttran.com.
No, CM Tran.
All
right, there you go.
Or call 304-989-3680 for more information.
All right, that was.
Take it from the top.
No, we're gonna put all of that on the. Putting all that on the podcast.
I like
there.
it. I like it.
I do. That was an extended time about him. But yeah, I mean, she was great. I love having Kyah on first, player we've had.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then we have, let's talk about the last two games. I think the, Bowling Green game, this is what I can say about that. We have such a good team that we could complain about how they played on a 31-point loss. Coach Kellogg was not happy after that game.
They definitely started out rough. I mean, they kind of ironed it out a little bit, but definitely not the best performance for sure.
Team-wise, I mean, there just didn't seem like there was any real flow to it. Everybody had their moments. Everybody was kind of off that night, except for
Cece had a
Cece, that was her coming out party.
Yeah.
She had like 11 points, like 4 assists, something like that. She was dishing. It was awesome. But Jordan too, she played. Jordan and Cece were the big highlights for that game.
Yeah, Jordan's just
Jordan.
maybe most of the most consistent player. I mean, Kyah's always
Yeah.
what Kyah does.
Yeah,
But,
and that's the thing, man. We don't mention Jordan enough. Quite honestly.
Nah, she definitely needs a little more.
Yeah. I
attention.
can't believe second team. I don't know why. I mean, she's a good facilitator for us, and I mean, she balls every game. I mean, sometimes she'll be down a little bit on the points or the assists, but she's always just balling. And the worst part, I mean, this is like so stupid on many levels, was Sydney Shaw incident, punching the player.
Yeah, definitely not the way that Coach Kellogg wants his players to behave. I don't know what really happened, what was going on. I mean, regardless, you got to keep your composure.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, this is Bowling Green. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
What's she gonna do when she's got dealing with Iowa State or Kansas State? She's just gonna punch me. I love you, kid.
Yep.
No, man, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that.
I think she's learned her lesson.
Yeah,
Coach
she's got
Kellogg's
to.
disciplined her. She's, I'm sure she feels worse about it than anybody.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. What's even dumber? I bet she did it with her shooting hand. More. I mean, that's stupid. Just don't do it anymore.
Yep. Hopefully, lesson learned.
Not only is it bad for you, it's bad for the team.
Yeah.
You know, it hurts the team totally. But the next game, Lafayette, Sydney wasn't there, Sydney Shaw, and they started JT. And quite honestly, I felt that was their most complete, best game of the season. They looked like the team that was a glimmer of what I think we can be halfway through conference this year.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they were jamming.
Yeah, and I don't know, one of the impressive things, I know I always come back talk about attendance and everything, but for the blowout that we had, probably no fans left.
No.
They stayed till the end, and
I mean, crappy weather, and we were still over 3,000 people in the seats.
yeah.
You know, that was good. I mean, on a Tuesday night against Bowling Green, we were over 2,700. So,
Yeah.
you know, and that was kind of crappy weather too, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, real quick shout out to my mom and my Aunt Beverly made the trip. So two of my favorite fans that showed up to see their first debut women's
I
basketball.
know I was all nervous. You know, I was going to be on my best behavior. Then I saw how your Aunt Beverly was acting, so I was like, hey, it's all right.
We're fine.
Yeah, we can do whatever we want. Aunt Beverly has a. Well, I'm not. I love you, Aunt Beverly. You're the best. You are the best. We had a blast with them.
Everybody loved them.
Yeah. But I mean, the last two games, we really, made some mistakes in the Bowling Green, but we hated our business in the definitely in the Lafayette game. I mean, it was awesome. Now, looking at this grand the Gulf Coast shootout, the first game against High Point, man, they ain't got a shot. I'm sorry. I'm looking at I know they got to play the game. But man, they ain't got no shot.
Yeah.
They ain't got no shot. I wonder what the spreads are going to be against High Point. But the second game is kind of interesting. Even who they depend on who they play. I would say it's either Boise State or Illinois State University, and they both beat a Power 5 team. Illinois State beat Northwestern at Northwestern, but Northwestern kind of, I don't know. Looking at their record, they're not a great team. No offense, Northwestern, but they are a Power 4 team. And Boise State, they beat Colorado, a Big 12 team, but they beat it by like 2. It was just a crap fest.
Yeah.
I mean, Colorado was 0 for 17 on 3-pointers.
That's not good.
And they lost by 2. If they had just made one of those, they would have won the game. You know, I mean, so.
But ultimately, I think this trip was based on, hoping we meet Texas. That's the.
Yeah, they're effing good, dude.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
Yeah, man. They have all their entire team. They have only 3 players that are below 6 foot.
Yeah. I think one of them 6'6", so
6'9".
they get a 6'9".
Yeah, sophomore,
so,
but I don't. She doesn't get a lot of minutes, I don't think. But I mean, Booker.
Yeah, Booker's.
She's tearing it up. She missed a game, and I'm not sure why. They played 4 games, and she's only played 3, and I don't know why.
Was it the last game or the first game?
I don't know. I know I should have researched harder, but that's interesting. But I mean, this is going to. I think they played. Oh, I can't think. DePaul. They played. One, a Division 1 school, one major. They beat them fairly handedly, but they haven't. I don't know how many. It didn't seem like they were playing. I don't know. See, I just don't know if a lot of the teams scored a lot of points against them. At least 50 points. Yeah, they're averaging 97 a game. Granted, but still, I mean, their offense, just that size is tough to manage. I mean, we have a great backcourt pair in JJ and Jordan. But man, when you're facing a 6'1" guard and you're 5'6",
it's tough. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to go zone, right? There's no way we can go man to man on that stuff if they drop down into the paint, right? I mean, we're going to have to zone it out.
No matter what, they're going to have their work cut out for them. But, it's nice to have this game early to see really where we stand.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be a great game.
Yeah.
I think I can say this. I'm not going to come out and be a homer and say we're going to beat the number 4 team in the nation. I'm not going to come out and be a complete homer like that. We still have a lot of questions. We know. I mean, but I guarantee it will not be like last year's game. At home here in Morgantown.
Yeah,
I can guarantee
that. Kind of went down, kind of stayed double digit down for a lot of the game.
But basically the entire game. They came out, did it, and they just handled us. And I think it'll be much more competitive at the very least. At the very least.
I don't know how much they've changed it. It looks like that they've got a lot of the same players.
Yeah,
back,
they do.
And our team's greatly improved. So,
yeah, it's good. It's going to be a good measuring stick, regardless of what the outcome is. If they play, I wanted to play a good game so we can be an accurate measuring stick.
Right.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to that. We're gonna have to figure out how to make Flow Sports work on my TV somehow this weekend. I don't coming up. But Shane, you got anything to add before we wrap her up?
No, I don't really have anything. Just super excited to have our first player on. Shout out to Kyah Watson again. Glad to have her here, and just looking forward to this season.
Yeah, this tournament coming up is going to be awesome. I can't wait for it. It was good. Thank you, Kai, again, like Shay said. But before we go, I'm going to say hello again to our title sponsor, Tri-County Electric. They specialize in electrical services for large-scale commercial, institutional, and industrial projects. As an electrical service contractor, they design and construct power distribution and data communication systems in diverse and complex environments, including healthcare, manufacturing, and biotech facilities. They also handle heavy industrial and hazardous locations in addition to private and public sector environments. Visit pinline.com/services/Tri-County Electric or call 724-887-9110 for more information. All right, guys, that pretty much wraps it up for us. For Kyah Watson and Shane Terrell, I'm Chad Adkins. Until next time, we'll see you at the Coliseum.